Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our DebConf 19 open ceremony. Let's give an applause to the team.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Antonio Terceiro, and I was volunteered to be the main organizer and the person who yells at everyone. You see some more people from the local team climb up as we go. They are probably running around doing some things. And yeah, we have a few information for you. So it's just 2 hours of slides. And let's go. So welcome to Curitiba. We are very happy to have you here with us. This is a long way coming. We have been training to host DebConf for a few years already. So in 2016, we started with a mini DebConf. It was a pretty decent and big mini DebConf. Then we did another in 2017 and another last year. Yeah, of course, this year we didn't do one, but here we are now. And this is just small entertainment. It was more funny yesterday, but yeah. Okay, so that one person in the room that didn't get the joke. So yesterday it was 50 years since we landed in the moon, and now we are here. So welcome to DebConf 19. DebConf 19 is organized by a few organizations. So first and foremost is the Debian project, and with the support from SPI. And locally, we have Curitiba Livre, which is our local free software community, with institutional support from ICTL, which it's a SPI-like organization that we founded here. This is the local team. Not gonna read everyone's name, but it's there for posterity. We need to give some special thanks to the university staff who really helped us to make it possible. Our main local contact and main partner was Professor Maria Cláudia, and also Professor Adolfo and Professor Nadia. They are from the informatics department here. Then also Professor Marcos Schiffler, which is the campus director. Carlos Wellington de Araújo and his team from the Planning and Administration Department of the university. Ronaldo Monsano and his team, which are the AV people who take care of these auditoriums. Carolina Stewart and team from the Events Management Department. Ginny Moreno and her team are the people who take care of cleaning and tables and getting everything that we need for the physical infrastructure here and around the patio. Thiago Herrick and team from the infrastructure department, so they manage the networking and help us set up a network infrastructure that so far is going really great, except for the content filtering, which we'll talk about tomorrow with them. And Andressa Fernandes and team are the restaurant staff, which are serving us most of the days of the week. So now our sponsors, which are the ones who made it possible financially for us all to be here. We are very grateful to them. Platinum sponsor Google. Platinum sponsor also Infomaniac. And our last platinum sponsor, Lenovo. Okay, starting now, just wait until the end so the last sponsor doesn't get tired claps. So gold sponsors, we have Collabora and Microsoft. Silver sponsors, I think it's the year that we had the most silver sponsors, so bear with me. We have to thank Credative, Cumulus, CodeThink, the Bern University of Applied Sciences, the Civil Infrastructure Platform, the WIT, ART, Canonical, NHS, RentCars.com, Roche, ARM, and Amazon Web Services. As bronze sponsors, we have for Linux, IBM, ZPE, Uninvention, Polycorp, Friction, Global.com, and DigitalOcean. And supported sponsors, it's Autos Metrum, Whitewater Foundry, the IT support group of the Electrical Engineering Department in ETH Zurich, Jupyter, Novatec, Internet, the Linux Professional Institute, Logilab, Agetur, Debian Brazil, and the City Hall of Curitiba, which is the last three logos. So now we have some practical information for you. This is a campus map. Number one up there is the main entrance from where you came in today. It's in Avenida 7 de Setembro. We are now in number 4, which is the main auditorium. Number 5, right beside, is the smaller auditorium, which is called Media Auditorium. And number 6 is Videoconferência, which is the third talk room. So all of those 3 talk rooms are covered by the video team. Number 2, there is our front desk. And the Hacklabs are number 8 and 9. So in block A, it's, well, we have that later, but it's just in front of the front desk going up the ramp. Then you have the first block is block A and the second is block B. Yeah, and you have a map inside your badge. So if you take your badge out of the plastic holder and unfold it, you have a campus map. I have to tell you that it's forbidden to smoke on all public spaces here, like public closed spaces, so that includes the campus and includes most of the hotel spaces. As an exception, you can smoke in the pool area in the hotel, which is upstairs from the 13th floor. And then if you are here in the university, if you want to smoke, you unfortunately you need to go in the streets. We also can't have any alcohol here, that's university policy. But we do and have alcohol in the hotel. So the DebConf bar opens every night at the 13th floor, which is the noisy Hacklab. And then it gets more noisy as people consume more beer. If you have any questions, you see people running around with orange t-shirts. Those are the welcome team. They are prepared to help you solve any questions or doubts that you have. So talk to them. And also I think the people in the blue staff t-shirts also can help you. Our talk rooms cannot, you cannot bring drinks or beverages or food to the talk room, so please don't do that. DebConf has a code of conduct that you accepted when you registered. There's a copy in your DebConf bag and also a copy in the front desk wall, so please make sure you are familiar with the terms of the DebConf code of conduct. Debian as a project welcomes the participation of everyone, so as long as people interact constructively with our community, we welcome everyone, so this is an important thing to have in mind. And if we have a local anti-harassment team, which is composed of Steve McIntyre, Rhonda Devine, and Adriana Costa. So if there are any issues during the conference, you can talk to them or write an email to anti-harassment@debian.org. If you would not like to be photographed, there are no photos buttons at the front desk. This is just a joke. We do have a picture of the no photos pin, so it looks like that. So if you're taking pictures, try to not take pictures of people wearing those. About Hacklabs, complementing what I said before, so we have a noisy Hacklab in the hotel at 13th floor. Downstairs from there, we have the quiet Hacklab and a meeting room. So in the meeting room, there are a few 4-seat tables where you can have meetings and discuss things. And here at the university, our noisy Hacklabs are in block B, so B106 to B109, and we have a room to be used as a quiet Hacklab in A105. For the conference provided food, we are having breakfast at the hotel, and lunch and dinner most of the time is here, but some of the days, especially on Sundays and Saturday nights, are in the hotel. So please make sure you see at the wiki where is what, but also pay attention to the daily announcements. So we will let you know that we are changing from one place to the other, but rule of thumb is weekdays here and most of the weekends in the hotel. And the times, so breakfast in the hotel is 5 to 10, and lunch starts at 12, and dinner at 6 p.m. So how to get to the hotel? So one thing I forgot to say before is that even people who are not staying in the hotel are more than welcome to join us there, both for the meals and for the Hacklabs. So how to get there? So we are the orange rectangle there. The whole block is the UTF-PR campus. So to get to the hotel, you cross the street north in Avenida 7 de Setembro, then cross one street northeast. And then the hotel is in that block. On the other side, its front is to that park there, which is in green in the map. Now, a little bit about our activities this week. We had yesterday an official job fair, but we also have some of the sponsors sticking around for a little longer, so make sure you go there and talk to them. They are showing pretty cool stuff, and most of them are taking resumes for jobs as well, so it's probably interesting to go there. And we also had some people on a bench in the same area helping people who want to get Debian installed on their machines. So if you need help with that, you can use those people time to that. About our program, we have, as I said before, 3 main talk rooms, which is this one, Auditório, mini Auditório, just to the side, and video conferência, a little to the back. All our sessions are in English, and if you're new to DebConf, you see lots of sessions indicated as something BOF, and BOF means birds of a feather, which is a term that we use for discussion sessions. So those are sessions where it's not a regular talk with one person speaking and the other people listening. It's a discussion session where people are trying to plan things in Debian and try to construct a common understanding of a topic. Our video team, which is streaming and recording all of these 3 talk rooms, really need your help. So each session needs at least 6 volunteers to get it recorded and streamed with a high quality. So they are doing a training session. Well, there's a font issue there. It doesn't look like that on my screen. So that's 13:30, so just after lunch today at videoconferência. So they are holding a training session where they will teach you how to operate the cameras and the equipment in the back room, and to help us get high quality recordings and streaming from the talks. So you can also join #DebConf video on IRC, so you can talk to the team and be aware of things that are needed. And also watch out for the daily announcement mails, where we'll constantly remind you that the video team needs your help. Some important tips during sessions here is, well, that's nice. Okay. You always need to use a microphone to ask the question. That's not because we in the room need the microphone to hear you, but because the people remotely need to hear the questions. So if you are going to ask questions, please wait for a microphone. In this room, we have a standing microphone. You can just walk to it, or otherwise stand up and wait for a microphone to ask your question. And if you're a speaker or a volunteer, please come early to the session. Don't leave little time to set things up. So usually we have sometimes we have video problems, we have audio problems. So please arrive early for your talk. That's why we have breaks in the schedule. So you should have at least 10 minutes to set up before the talk starts. So please come early. Also, please join the IRC channels for the talk rooms. So is #DebConf then Auditório, Mini Auditório, and Videoconferência. Those are also on the topic of the main DebConf channel. So please join there and help remote attendance by relaying questions from IRC. Later in the week, we'll also have lightning talks, which are 5-minute talks. And usually we pack like 10 of them in a session. If you would like to do a lightning talk, write to that email address, which reads islightningreal@debconf.org. We also have a few rooms to spare for ad-hoc sessions. So if you are here and you have an idea of a discussion that's important to Debian, or something that you would like to otherwise present to people, you can schedule ad hoc sessions. So the way to do that is to submit the session on the DebConf website, and then note the ID of the session. It's a number which ends up in the beginning of the path to that talk in the system, and then use the flip chart that's at front desk to choose a slot in one of those rooms, and we will at the end of every day add those talks to the schedule, so they will show up in the DebConf website. So, and if you had some questions about that, you can ask me or write to content@debconf.org. We have a few special events during the week that we want to make sure you know about and you are aware. On the night of Monday, we'll have our traditional cheese and wine party. We'll have buses. Oh, okay. It's pretty close, so you can go by foot. And you have more details in an announcement mail soon. But yeah, so if you brought any cheese or any other delicacy from your home country, we have a fridge in front desk that can store that for you. And wait for pay attention to the announcements. We will have a group photo on Tuesday the 23rd in the afternoon break. So be aware of that. We'll have volunteers bringing people there, but if you can, please pay attention to the signs that we'll make to get you there. Also, on that same day, during the night, we have a party where we have our DPL as DJ. So Sam Hartman, our DPL, will be DJing a party here, just outside front desk, 8 p.m., right? Yes. Okay. Then on Wednesday, 24th, we have our traditional day trip. I will say a little bit about that in the next slide. So this is a day that's free. There is no official program, and you are free to do whatever. And we organize some trips to touristic places and other things. Yeah, that will come. Then on the Thursday, the 25th, we have the official conference dinner. For those, we will have buses going back and forth. So we also announced that. It's not very close here, but we'll have transport for everyone who's interested in attending. If you didn't sign up for it on registration, still want to go, talk to front desk. And on the Sunday, 28th, we will have a barbecue lunch. So that's included in the regular conference meal. So if you're already registered for that, you're fine. If not, talk to front desk as well. And we'll have transport for those as well, for that as well, because it's also not right beside here. So a little bit more about day trip. We have a few day trip options that we are organizing. Unfortunately, the train trip to Morretes is already sold out, so don't even try anymore. But if you did sign up before, we need you to pay as soon as possible, because we have to pay the train company pretty soon, so please go to front desk and pay. Then we also have other options, a cultural tour in downtown, so it's a walking tour around downtown. We have park hiking, which is we are going to hike in 2 different parks and then take a bus from one to the other. That's a nice trip if you're really keen to hiking and want to walk a little bit. We have a tour of the main touristic points in Curitiba. That's pretty nice as well. And for those who like biking, we will also have a biking tour, provided the weather helps. I think it's going to work, right? We are not foreseeing any bad weather on the day trip, so it should be fine. And that's pretty much what I had. Thank you for coming, and if you have any more questions, we are more than happy to take those. Tá. Okay, any questions? Practical information, questions about DebConf in general? No? So I have 2 more announcements that were just given me by my earpiece. So we in the days when we are having meals in the hotel, we have somewhat limited capacity there. So we are more or less taking 200 people for each meal, but they only have 120 seats. So when you are done with your meal, please don't hang around for too long, so that other people can also have their meals. And yes, the pool space in the hotel, it usually closes at 10 p.m. and we got them to allow us to stay there longer, but please keep the noise volume down, because they usually receive complaints from neighbors. So the hotel also has lots of residential buildings on all sides, so please keep the noise there to a reasonable level. So if we don't have anything else, so I would like to finish this session. Welcome, enjoy DebConf, and see you during the week.